everyone. I'm Gigi Haycock, one of the programmers at the SF Doc Fest, and I have my pleasure of introducing this film that's going to be playing at the Roxy and also online, Acre Wall Jumpers, which is an amazing film. And I am so lucky to have one of the co-directors with me today, and I will let Donna introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Dana Cohen. I'm a director and a producer from Israel, and my co-director Firas Ruby, he couldn't be with us now, so it's just me.
Okay, well, great. Well, we'll get into it. I was kind of curious as I was reading the biography and other things that you had in here about this being part of a children docu project in combination with a couple other organizations. Can you maybe speak about, is that how the genesis of this film happened? Is the
This
partnership?
film, this film is something. Well, I used to live in Acre when I was a child with my family, and then we left to the US, to Florida for a year.
Okay.
And when we came back, I came back to Jerusalem. I didn't come back to Acre. And I visited there when I was like 20 years after, as an adult. And I saw the children jumping from the walls. And I thought to myself, well, how could it happen? It happened when I was a child, and it still happens now. Why is it happening? Is there's no one telling them to do that? There's no adult over there who's it's not organized. It's not something that people with money paying them or something like this. It's only community thing that they are doing by themselves. And I was curious, so I went to speak with them and I've asked them things, and I found two things that happened. First of all, they didn't understand me as I am Jewish and I speak Hebrew and they speak Arabic, and we don't know the language anymore. I mean, when I was a child, people spoke together a lot, and I had friends, Arab friends, and we were together. And now there is a big separation between the communities. So they didn't understand me, but something else happened. They were so nice and so warm and pleasant, and I understood that this is amazing. It's like an historical thing that happens from generation to generation by themselves. And I just started filming.
Oh, that's great. So the generational part really comes in as you see, people coming back to the wall at different times throughout the film saying, "Oh, I used to do that." And just, I mean, they go from the smallest to the tallest. I mean, older and younger people on steroids. No kidding, that one guy.
Yeah,
But it was just a really, I felt like there was a camaraderie with the people doing it, but also one of the most interesting part is those that were very fearful, right, of doing it because it's a really long jump and there are a lot of rocks down
hmm,
below and there's crazy stuff going on and Ahmed was one of the characters I feel that you followed and he was so interesting to me
yeah.
because of his fear and then how he learned through his fear and the rabbi. If you could talk about that.
This is, well, the most amazing thing that happens there, that age doesn't make any difference. Not as any other community, which the senior one is the one who decides and he has the power. Here, the only things that matters is if you have courage. If you have courage and you know how to jump, then you are equal to all others. So that the small ones and the, I don't know, they're jumping from like age of 6. So there could be a person like there's a child over there who is 6 years old and he's advising the Muhammad who is Ahmad, sorry, who is like 15 years old, and he's telling him how to jump and what to do and not to fear. So it's amazing. This thing with the age is amazing. And basically, there's a technique under this place that they are jumping from. It's not that everyone can come and jump. They teach you how to do that.
Yeah.
So Ahmad is dealing with a fear, and it's very. We didn't understand why he's coming because he could have not come. He could stay at home, and he's still coming and standing there, and not doing anything, and still standing there. It's like days after days after days. It's a film that we filmed for a whole summer, and only at the end of the summer he got courage and started jumping. And it's really, as I saw it, it's something that we've lost as a community. It's like this manhood. Um, I don't know how to say. It's like all these men's are growing this adult phase of manhood. When you get it, when you adult, it's like if you don't do that, you wouldn't be an adult. It's like
Yeah.
you're not going to grow up.
Yep. They said if you don't jump, you're not from Acre, right?
Yeah, it's like
And it's a rite
yeah,
of passage. I mean, you see the generations of people talking about it. A woman with her son up there just saying, "Go, come on, are you going to go? What's you know?" And it felt like it was throughout, and there was a woman who jumped, too. That was an interesting part of the film, and they were like, "Did you see that?" She's like, "Well, I can't jump again. I have to go back to work."
many women jump.
Oh,
It's
they do.
something that because of modesty and
Yeah.
things of the Arab society, they don't do it a lot.
Mm.
They don't go over there with a birding suit and everything. So it's something that is not common if you
Yeah.
respect yourself. But many women come there and jump. There's the amazing thing that is the hospitality that everyone who comes there, they are first thing they hospitalize him and they show them what to do and they jump before so they will feel safe, and then they escort him out. Everything is like, it's like you come to their houses, and they don't have to do that. It's something, it's on the street. It's not something that they really don't have to do that. And you spoke before about the rabbi, and that was something I I mean, you see it on the movie that there is a church also nearby. And on that scene, this is one of my favorite because then you see all three religions. He's
Yes.
standing behind of the how do you say of the Christian church,
Mhm.
and he's Jewish and he's Muslim, and they are talking about faith and about fear. And he says, "Do you trust in God? If you
Yeah.
trust in God, everything is going to be good." It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like I couldn't have dreamed of a scene like this. It's something that I couldn't believe when it happened.
Yeah.
And this rabbi, he's an American, as you know, and he's like, he didn't want to jump. His children over there just encourage him, so he did it as for God's sake. That's what he said.
Yeah. And he said it's a good kind of fear, right?
Yeah,
It's the fear, and the fear is if you have faith. And if you have faith, then that's a faith in God, right? And that can go across all of those religions. And I think, they said a lot about Allah when they would jump off,
yeah,
when they would do that too. It was just a remarkable, I feel like the friendships developed over time in the film as well. You filmed it over a summer, you're saying, and I think it's Muhammad and Ahmed who
Ahmed.
were become very good friends. Well, it seems like good friends, where they visit the
Yeah,
house and stuff, and they start talking about things. And he's like, "You can do it, and I'm going to be here for you," and all that. And I'm going to go to your soccer match. And when he really special, I think, is um, when Ahmed was showed himself playing an instrument, on his phone in front of
mhm.
people, and then his friend was like, now that's courage. Like I would be afraid to do that. So it was an
Oh, it's
interesting, like
amazing.
the difference in courage is the courage jumping off the wall. There's a courage performing an instrument in front of people.
It's amazing you noticed that. I'm so happy that you've asked about it because, first of all, I will say something about my co-director who is not here. Firas is he lives in Acre, and we didn't know that, but we used to be neighbors when as a child, as children. He
Really?
really lives on my same street as a child.
Mhm.
And when I went to do that film, I knew that I must have someone with me who knows the community and he knows the language and that we will do it together. I knew I couldn't do it alone. And because I don't understand the language so good. And when we started, we thought that we need to cast the children, and we said, okay, we will do that. We will ask people, we will find a child, but nothing happened. So we said, well, we will come with the camera on the first day and we will see what happened as God will be with us. And we saw this child standing and not jumping all the time, Ahmad, and the other one who looks like a Greek god, so beautiful and so, he's like all the sun and his skin and everything is beautiful child. And I told Firas, okay, I don't know what they're saying, but let's follow them. And as time goes by, we found the story. We didn't know that this is the story. We didn't know that they are really good friends, and that they are that one is very very high successful in school and has good grades and everything, and the other one is an athlete. And we didn't know that one fears of jumping and the other one fears of life. And he has, they are like the opposite of one another. And yes, this scene also, as he performs, and it's amazing that he has this courage to do all those things. And the other one, I mean, until this day, they're still friends, and it's the same pattern between them until still. So I really love them. They are very unique children. I mean, it's amazing. We got a gift in this movie with those two characters.
Yeah, it really tied it together, I feel like. And just all of them really, all of the children that were jumping and everything, they were so vibrant and having such a great time. And I
Yeah,
kept thinking, I want to go swimming in that water. I'm not sure if I would
yeah.
jump now, probably when I was
I was,
younger, but
yeah. See, I have four children, and I was like, all the time I told myself, I'm so jealous of them. I wish my children would live their lives like this because really, look, they are not on the phone. They have no class difference. They don't have clothes. You don't know if they wear Levi's or I don't know what.
Mhm.
They are always in the sun. They are together. They
Yeah,
have a community. They don't fight over nothing. I mean, there's like
yeah,
no troubles over there. They don't eat also. They're always like this. So why are my children at home fighting with the telephones and you see how healthy they are. You see how
yeah,
healthy they don't have any damage in their body. They're beautiful.
yeah,
It's something that I mean, I wish that would happen. You can see that, and you know that they are poor, and they live in a small city, and they don't have many opportunities, and that, I mean, their families are with many difficulties, and everything is very hard. But when they go there to the walls, they are like heroes. They have everything, and this is also something that we've tried together to film it from an angle that will show them as heroes
yeah,
other than they are on the regular lives. Because when they stand there and they are on the wall and you look at them from down, so all the angles I've tried to make it like they are heroes. And everybody goes there or pass by, everybody film them and talk about them, and this is the only place in their life which they are
yeah,
greater than life itself.
yeah, yeah. And it's fine. They were saying, well, that there aren't any jobs and all that stuff. So that's
Yeah.
also it touches upon what you're saying there, that what opportunities that do they have. But you're right, there's a freedom to, I mean, I think I'm going to say a quote. He said, "Being in midair is like flying. I don't think of anything." Right? Once they leave the wall, it's like it's a moment of suspension and
Yes.
yeah.
It's, well, we had many conversations during this film, and I'm so happy that me and Firas, as we are on the same page on that, that we didn't want to show them as poor people, or, we really came with a loving point of view that tries to put the things on the subtext for people to see. And I didn't want to make it a political movie also. And I've tried, well, my inspiration was The Big Blue. And I really tried to make a film that can happen everywhere, that can happen in Italy and can happen in Greece and can happen everywhere. And to see this community of children, not only by their context, political context, as a poor community who lives wherever. And we really struggled around these subjects as what to put and what not to put. And I think and I believe that we did it very on the back of the minds. When you see that it's not something that's in front of you, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we also had a big issue with if to put. There was many Israelis who came by and jumped, and it's like we really didn't know at the beginning how difficult what the situation will bring. So we had situation which Jewish people came and said, "Move away. We don't want you to help us." And we had situations where, as you see, people used their help and enjoyed the help that they
Hmm.
gave to them. And there is one person over there, which I don't know if you know, but he's a big star in Israel. He's a movie star, and he has series in Netflix also. I believe the U.S. viewers also know him. Um,
I didn't recognize anybody. Which one
mhm.
was he?
He was at the end of the movie where many children come around him and he injures.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So
Yes.
I was thinking maybe we should tell the viewers that he's such a big celeb. He was like, by the way, he was there. We didn't ask him to come. He was just there and he was with his family. His wife is also very famous. And
Well, they told him he did it wrong, right?
yeah,
Like he jumped
yeah.
wrong. No, he didn't do it right.
It's not the sea's fault, it's his fault.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. It was such a beautiful film. And I felt the it was lyrical to me in a way, and the soundtrack you chose and just the beauty of those people, it comes through, and it's such a pleasure to see, and I really appreciate your time today to talk us through it all, and I'm excited for people to see it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have a wonderful day because it's early morning for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.